All right. So in episode 2 here, we're going to take off from uh, RuneScape 3 and focus on old school RuneScape, which was released in 2013. Now, I logged into my main account and created um, an, an account for the old school based on my main account um, and began playing. But this is how I got banned, is I ended up botting in this with a little woodcutting bot, which was really silly, and didn't get back into my account until more recently. It's awesome though. Now with the addition of Rune Light, they've made it so much easier to play. So I really, really appreciate Rune Light. It makes a lot of things easier with just everything, like having things outlined. It makes ground items pop up. Clue scrolls are so easy now. You don't have to rack your brain. Quests are a lot easier if you've done the same quest like 50 times. Um, yeah, really, really helpful to have Rune Light available. So I'm not going to log in yet. We're going to go on a trip, and I played this account as a pure, so I didn't have any defense. But as soon as I logged back in 2020, this is me in my main account, so I needed defense. So the first thing I did is I went questing. I missed some of the quests because I also did Dragon Slayer. Yeah, starting off. Oh, this is gonna be too big. Just move this. Let's move this up here. So what I ended up doing, like that, is I ended up leveling up defense. You can see my stats: total level 983, pretty low, and total XP 4 mil. But I went crazy, did a bunch of fishing. I was definitely working on making the requirements for certain quests. There was a lot of things that I wanted to do in old school. Again, based on different capes, I wanted to get the fire cape again. I may try to get the infernal cape at some point. That seems pretty crazy though. I want the quest cape for sure. I want to do all the hard diaries because I've never done diaries before. I wanted to get some of the new things. So old school has a completely different community, different items. I wanted to get full graceful. I wanted to unlock everything in the game. I want to do boss kills. I want to get 99s, all those fun things. So let's get started. Prayer is so important in being able to unlock certain things in the game. So I definitely went on a prayer hike up to 70 for piety. And then 74, I believe, is for augury. And then 77 will be for rigor eventually. Had to unlock 53 thieving, which should be for the desert treasure. Just chinned and bursted in the monkey caves, which is obviously a huge nostalgia here. Just so easy to get levels. Already at 65 defense after a little bit. And let's see, I can actually check to see when these. So this was all like October, November in 2020. Just kind of playing AFK while doing work most of the time. 77 is for augury, 70 defense, obviously a huge thing, unlocks all the best armor in the game. Unlocked augury, thanks Daniel. 65 magics. Getting up there. Rigor is helpful to be able to do things. 75 HP is actually really important because it unlocks all of the Zenite equipment. And with Zenite equipment, you get a huge boost in all the abilities that you can do in the game. So just kept going in the Apricot dungeon, level 75. And then this is a pretty big one. If you take a look, 80 in all three. So 80 HP, 80 range, and 80 magic. 77 defense, so close to 80 defense as well. But this is my favorite way of training, is just going in here and training on defensive mode. Had to get crafting up a bunch too, construction up a bunch too. got up to total 1250 levels, so now I'm actually getting somewhere. 70 fletching, 70 crafting is a huge one. Went and got my fire cake. So I wish I would have recorded this. I think I've got some other recordings in the future, but this is pretty sweet. I was actually able to go in and defeat Jad. I think it took me 2 tries, but the toxic blowpipe, it was pretty easy. You can see I got lots of leftover materials. Not too bad for the fire kit. There's still a lot of requirements to get the best. There's like 3 top, well, 4. There's 4 top tier quests in the game. Recipe for Disaster, which is an old one. And some of the elves, which unlocks Prif and is the highest level requirements in the game. It requires like base 70s. And then the other 2 that are awesome are Monkey Madness 2, which are exclusive to Old School, and Dragon Slayer 2, which is again also exclusive to Old School. So I started questing like crazy. I actually really enjoyed quests. Reading the storyline. So many of these I've never done, like Light and Dirty I've never done. I don't remember Guard of Drink Worthy. Agility is something that I just AFK'd while watching movies and forming Zoom calls if I didn't need to be involved in them, but had to be there. King's Ransom, so these are obviously big quests that enabled a defense, but also enabled a lot of good things in the game. Fremennik, love the Fremennik series. Had to power mine iron to get higher, and then some smithing. Slayer, you need 69 Slayer from Monkey Madness 2, so lots of Slayer levels. Hunter levels you need as well. I think you only needed 60 Hunter for Monkey Madness 2, but you need 70 Hunter for some elves. Recipe for Disaster was a huge one. Getting that unlocked, just having the best elves in the game for everything is a huge plus. Slayer is great too. I pretty much do no melee, except for through Slayer. So Slayer trains all of my melee and Nightmare Zone to get points for different things. But otherwise, I mostly just do range mage. And then this is where I got 1,500 total levels, so definitely climbing up. More quests. I think I've done this one. I've done Wanted before, I've done Sea Slug before, I've done Menace. This is Nightmare Zone, so you got up to 70 strength here. Unlocking points for your Slayer mask, for all the different rings, for your Salafamy, all those different things you need points for. More quest, Zoga Flesh Eater, Swan Song. These are some golden, and then 69 Slayer or Calphite. Calphites are like one of the best Slayer XP, so nice to go there. And then had to do a lot more fishing for different requirements as well. And it also levels up your strength and agility, which is great. So I've got up the levels there. And I'm also trying to get a lot of, you can see I'm close to 75 strength here. So 75 strength. But yeah, it's nice because lots of these requirements are also good for diaries. And diaries unlock a lot of things in Old School, much more important than in RS3. And so by unlocking all of the hard diaries, you pretty much have unlocked the best thing for mid-game. And then if you can get the elite diaries done, you unlock end-game. So we kept going, had to get fishing up, agility up, and then with that, with 600 Canvas Rooftop Flaps, I was able to get 60 agility, and that, I believe, no quick treasure trail, but that was the requirements for Monkey Madness 2. So with the 60 agility and a really terrible treasure trail, all of my treasure trails were worth like very small amounts of money. I got through Monkey Madness 2. Nice to get that over and done with. That was a hard quest, just for the new mechanics and still learning a lot of different things, even though I had decent stats. Monkey Madness 2 unlocks a lot of awesome things. Had to get 80 prayer for changing hard diaries. So then I went like crazy, did much more power leveling. And then this is basically my first set of diaries ever. I actually really enjoyed them because you got to do random things that you normally wouldn't do. So I did all the easy, medium diaries there, and then I think I did a few easy sets. So Lumbridge got finished. Had to get to 70 Slayer and 65 from it with a couple other things that you can boost from. So got the Lumbridge medium diary, Promjet easy diary, and then medium diary, and then boom, hard. So Promjet was a really good one to get done for hard because it gives you the gloves that get you into the gem mine, which is pretty big. Best mining XP for the level. Rune crafting, I've used literally every single XP level possible trying to get that, which was super great. And then Herblore is also required for lots of diaries. Smithing as well is a big one. And so that is what unlocked. Let's see if I can open up the 74. So I think I'll just mute this. Can I mute it? Yes, I'll mute it. I wonder if I can also. Can I speed up this play? I don't know if I can. Show extended settings. No. But anyway, what I ended up doing is in the video is I had to get a bunch of different items for the diaries. And so unlocking hard diaries is a really big thing in the game. And so the Kandarin, Mauritania, and Kramja are the best ones to unlock as soon as possible. They allow you a ton of awesome abilities. And Mauritania gives you the Bone Crusher. Kandarin gives you the helmet that allows for the best agility by giving you a new teleport. And then, it's just super awesome. Like being able to have it is such a boost in the game. So I believe, where do I have to go here? I've got to do. Oh yes, I need that. Got to run all the way. And so here I believe I'm doing my very first hard diary, which I think I started with Kandarin because it unlocks the best agility in the game. So once you have the Kandarin done, then you can do the Sears Village rooftop course. And then once you have that course unlocked, you can just get agility levels really easy. I think you want to get high agility levels. It's so much more important in this game than it is in other games. So we got to make the spear, and then boom, all the hard diaries done. So that's pretty epic. Got that one completed, and then let's go back here. Did that. Went further, and then now this unlocks the mining, which is great. So the Promjet hard diaries are done. The Kandarin hard diaries are done. And then I went through the Wilderness. The Wilderness was actually a really fun diary to do. I think I did the easy and medium. Played a bunch more in agility. This is Sears Village. And then, this one is sweet. At this point, if I can just skip ahead in the video, I get my very last mark of grace right there. And so then I have to run